Peterson alone in the backfield. He'll get it running right. And some space here. They give him a gain of 37. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long run.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Still first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 13 yards down to the 13.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Again, Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4 down.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are. But I'm
and now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Peterson alone in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Well, part.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top. Partner, we know today's NFL is built around the guy throwing football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go! 319! 319! Come on.
On a delay of game, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play all in a little bit quicker.
Still second down.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. This will be caught at the 2. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
An opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. Had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get done. I guess that's why a lot of the guys do not play offense.
They'll look to throw for it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. And the Vikings now heading onto the field.
Here we go. 319. 319.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle. Except they didn't get it.
Yes, 3rd and long, and a big run there. How about that? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Backing up. He's going to go top again. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found it once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown for Murray to keep him in the rhythm. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds from. Out come Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Trevathan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So much for seeing the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Spawn Diggs is ended receive. 3rd down here. And you can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take the big guy behind them and count.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get it before.
Yeah, something to build off. That's what they're looking for here. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up there and out. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. second touchdown of the game. His third. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding time. Still back. And he broke down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Young quarterback, got to learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
They come out 5 wide. Give them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Peterson alone in the backfield. Now play fake here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Let's see if the offense comes here. 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the field. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And couldn't quite get there. Tackled down to 1. But defensively, they just don't see much of an answer for this passing game.
Now look at the confidence that's exhibited here with that type of a lead. Clock on their side. Instead of running it, just throwing it, trying to pick us down and keeping the football.
They're going to look to throw. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. And now out comes Minnesota. Here's Peterson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Peterson alone in the backfield. He'll get the football here. Able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball around, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. Now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 50 in this game. Pretty nice.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If defensive back and they put over 3 yards on you, you've had a long day. Key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out. Now this. So the Vikings in possession of the football and get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll look to throw. A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
They run Peterson. No, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon. And now comes Minnesota. They come into territory, and I don't care what your up is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big accomplishment. And this convincing, that just up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes in our house and pushes us around. They took the business today.
Yeah, they pushed around in that final stages of this.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Adrian Peterson, 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much...
A big offensive explosion.